Can't see the end, but we'll see it through.
I'm going to have to do that all again because I forgot to press on mute. So, g'day everyone. We are back. Rob's, I can see some guests laughing in the background there.
I'm laughing
screen.
at you.
You're laughing at me as well. Guys, welcome. This is a massive, massive week. One day I'll get all these button presses right and in order, and there won't be any dramas.
You have to constantly remind him, like, press record.
You do. Guys, it is, as I said, going to be a massive week. This is a big episode, yeah?
Yes, it actually is, and I have no idea how we're actually going to get it done in
we're going
the hour, but
we're going to try and get it done in the hour. We may go a little bit over. Apologies to our friend Sean from the Down Under Cruises. He is in the chat as well. He does have his live stream at 8 o'clock as well, but we will go as quick as we can, but we do have some big things to go through. Let's
just say hi.
Let's say hello to some people, and then we can bring some guests in. So we've got Celia here. G'day, Celia.
Hey.
And Celia just wants to quickly note as well a thank you to Rob and Al for the heads up on the price reduction for an RCI deluxe beverage package. She just cancelled and repurchased. That's a great thing about Royal Caribbean, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, we've
done it multiple
times in the past.
Yep.
We've got Janice is here from Bendigo.
Janice.
Nice and cold down there.
No doubt.
Obviously, we've got the Cruise Crazed Fam in the chat.
Hey, Amy and Pete.
G'day. And as you know, they'll be joining us on screen very soon. We've got the Boozy Cruiser. Mr. Lead for the Forever 80s shows on many of the cruises. Looking forward to seeing them again. We love you guys. Yes, we do indeed. And we're looking forward to catching up in August.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who else have we got? Oh, there's us. We made a comment too. G'day, Patrick. Hello.
Hey, mate.
Veronica is on board with us tonight as well.
Hey, guys.
Sean from the Down Under Cruises is here.
We will tell you soon.
Yes, we will indeed. We've got Rowan and Noni.
Hey, guys.
G'day, guys. Nice to have you on board with us tonight. Pete from the CCF. G'day. Hello. You're here as well, and saying hello to wifey. Yes. JJ's here with us. G'day, JJ. And Mike is off. Yeah, I forgot that, but we've addressed it now. Who else have we got? We've got Love Cruising here. Hello, and welcome. We've got the Bag Drop.
Hey, guys.
Paul Am. Yes, g'day to the Bag Drop and Paul Am. Nate is here. Looking forward to this live. We are too. It's going to be a big one.
And just a shout out to Jill from Bag Drop, who has been very unwell this week. So really nice to see you here.
Yep,
tonight.
Definitely. Yeah, glad to see you've managed to make it. And we've got C&K
Chris and Kathy.
Chris and Kathy. Yes. I can never get that right? And who else have we got? We've got the Butlands 58, Bradley. G'day. Welcome on board for tonight's live stream. So we, at this point in the live stream, what have we got? We've got about close to 40 people. G'day, Kaz. Kaz has just jumped in as well. So welcome, everyone. All right, let's bring some special guests on to the screen. We've got Amy. Hello. From the Cruise Crazed Fam. And we've got another pair of very special guests as well. We've got Rob and Ali.
Hello, everyone. And little Ruby. Oh, she's gone. Hello, everyone.
So good to have all you guys here.
Nice Very good to be here. Thank you for inviting us on.
Oh, always.
Always love hanging out with you guys. So we have, and we've got a couple other hellos that are just starting to jump in. So we've got Chris Jeffrey. G'day, Chris. And we've got Lisa's Travel Adventure. Hello, Lisa.
Another Brisbaneite.
We've got Amy. Hello, Amy. Yes.
Hey, again.
All is well. Glad to see you back with us. Veronica says having us all here is like almost the whole family. Yes. That's
so
great.
cute.
And Sean comments, it's easy to tell the Southerners from the Northerners.
Really?
Yeah, well, we're all in short sleeves and light tops, and here's Amy all rugged up in her
Yeah, this is true. It's actually I actually don't feel cold tonight at all. So,
it's freezing here.
Oh, not here tonight.
Not here. No, it's finally starting
We're
to...
storming tonight.
Yes, we've just had a big storm.
My parents are up in Cairns right now too on a cruise.
Are they on Encounter?
Yeah.
They are?
Yeah, they left us here. They left me at home.
Oh,
you saw my reel.
have to call child services, right?
That's right. That's what I told her. I said, you can't just leave your child at home. That's very rude.
And Josh says hello as well. G'day, Josh. Welcome on
Hey.
board.
And then JJ, I think just before that.
Brendan's
Hey,
got a
JJ.
very good attempt. Yep. So, look, we've got a lot to get through tonight. And Amy, I'm going to throw to you first because
look at that smile.
look at that.
So excited.
You are super excited to announce. I think there's obviously something that a lot of Aussie cruise content creators have been discussing for quite some time now. And you've been bursting to make a bit of an announcement. So
I think Sean's bursting more than me.
Sean, yes, this is true. This is true. I would have to agree with you. Now, just before we do get to it, I am just going to ask if everyone can make sure that they do like this video, this live stream as well, and keep commenting. Let us know where you're from because the algorithm loves it. It helps spread it up in the list and more people will see it that way. So do that. Because we want people to hear this announcement. We
100%.
want people to hear things. So, Amy, I'm actually going to bring you up onto I'm going to feature you on the big screen here somehow. If I can work this out, if I can click the right thing.
Hey.
Over to you. What's this big announcement that we've all been discussing?
I actually had in my head today a really good way of announcing this, and now I've completely forgotten what I had thought to say. But so this thing happened. So as you all know, we are finally getting some ships here in Melbourne, even if it's only for a few cruises. So of course, I had to book because it also happens to fall on my birthday. And, 43 is a very big birthday. Not really, but we'll make it. So what I thought it'd be nice to do is to invite some friends along. So there may or may not be some other content creators who are also either confirmed coming or very, very, very interested in coming. So I'm not going to announce who they are. I'm going to leave that up to the individual creators. But it is a bit of an unofficial content creators cruise. So details. It is out of Melbourne, so I'm making you all come down here.
Surprise, surprise.
So, yeah, it is on the Carnival Adventure, 24th to the 30th. All this is off the top of my head. Probably should have written it down. To 30th of March. So my birthday is on the 27th. So you already know we're having a big birthday party and you're all invited. But the other thing...
I believe it's Easter as well. I think
Sorry?
I believe it's part of Easter. Is it part of the Easter break, I think?
Yeah,
so you don't have to take as many holidays. Yeah, you don't have to take as many holidays.
That little Easter thing. It's my birthday. No, I'm joking. So
chocolate, Amy, what's wrong with you?
Easter. It doesn't usually fall on my birthday, but yeah. So we're going from Melbourne to Port Lincoln and Kangaroo Island and Adelaide, and then back to Melbourne. So it's a 6-day cruise, and I've already spoken to Carnival as well, so they know this is happening. It's not an official group cruise. So more what it is, it's like we are trying to organize with Carnival, and it's something we kind of have to wait till we get a bit closer, and then Carnival will know all the crew who's on board, and then we can make arrangements. But we're trying to make some arrangements around having a bit of a event for the content creators so that everybody can come and hear us talk, and we can do a meet and greet. And it's just going to be a great opportunity for all of you guys to meet us in person, and to say hi, and, you know, finally put some faces to the names, because I think people forget that we only generally see names and then maybe like a little tiny profile picture, but it's good to actually meet people. They feel like they get to know us because we're putting our whole lives out there, but it would be great to meet people. So like I said, there'll be a content creators event, meet and greet, and a big birthday party, which you're all invited to. So that's the announcement.
Wow. So,
Fantastic.
wow, like this is huge, right? This is the first time, as far as I'm aware, that this has ever kind of been done in Australia with the cruise content community, correct?
Yep. I don't know of another time that there's been a Aussie content creators unofficial cruise.
No, and it's actually so exciting to see us all come together. Like, we all talk in the background. There's so many group chats that we've got with content creators out of Australia, and we are all supporting each other and backing each other and giving each other advice. And it's such an amazing community that we've got going on at the moment, and I absolutely love it. So this, you know, is potentially a great way for people to come and have a chat with us, and like, we all want to meet you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely, we do.
Robert and Al,
I'm laughing at Richard. He knows me as Xena.
He knows, so many of us do, right?
I saw that, Amy. It's about a flashback of some of your,
you know, Xena might need to come out again. You know, I'm actually thinking Sure might even need to come out on my next cruise for the 80s Rock and Glow. I know it's not Rock and Glow, but I feel like Sure needs a redo.
Rob and Al, you've been doing this, you know, longer than Deb and I have, longer than Amy has. Like, you're like meeting people, like meeting the viewers and subscribers. Like, how what does that mean to you?
We do really like it, and it sounds like we're being, you know, like we love the idea that people come up and kind of okay, and, you know, how wonderful you are. It's not like that at all. I mean, the people that you've met, people are just like, aren't you those two? I've forgotten your names, but aren't you those two that's on YouTube? And it's great because it's just like that slight recognition, because like we're not famous or anything in at all. And then normally you just start chatting, so people don't really kind of quiz you about everything about ships and things. They're just there to have a good time, and they can just see that we're just ordinary people, so they don't tend to kind of corner us and start badgering us or telling us how terrible or whatever about the cruise. They normally kind of go, I'm having an awesome time, what about you? And we're going, yeah. And then you just end up having a chat with people, and it's amazing that you tend to meet people who are, like, I was going to say, like-minded people, but they can be completely different age, completely different kind of demographic or whatever to yourself, and you'll just strike up a conversation in a lift or in a corridor or something, and that's really nice. It's nice for us at kind of, I was going to say like at our age as being a couple, but you know, it gives you something to talk about as well, doesn't it? Like other people's conversations kind of keep us
never short of anybody to talk to when we're going on a cruise. And another thing I'd say, when you see all the negative comments and all the criticisms in the Facebook pages, I can honestly say that I don't think we've ever met one of those people on board.
No.
Nobody's ever come up to us and said, this is awful, what are you talking about?
I want to get off, or I'm hating every minute of it. We really just don't meet. Maybe they don't come up and say hello. Maybe they go, it's your fault I'm on here, and they don't say anything. But it is really nice, and we do like people to come up and say hello. And it is just to have that chat. Yeah. And actually, you know, people have all got they've all got tips, and they've all got things to kind of tell us as well, haven't they? Like, and we love being told new information, new quick tips and things to do. Yeah, we're not know-it-alls at all. Yeah, it's really good.
I think that's one of the really interesting things, isn't it? Because we actually, a lot of the time, what we report on as channels is often things that are shared with us that other people don't necessarily have the I guess the confidence to or to put out there and do what we do. Like, you know, we've all taken gambles, like our personalities obviously allow for it a little bit, but yeah, so much of what we present is because people have come up and said, hey, like, did you know?
100%.
And you know, we love sharing that information then out into the community.
Yeah, just passing it on. Absolutely. Yeah.
So Amy, we've already got suggestions, so you might need to put your thinking cap on. We've already got suggestions of a pre-cruise meetup for people that might not necessarily be able to go on the cruise.
We could probably organize something. Yeah.
Yeah,
we literally did that on our Trans-Pacific. So there was a whole meetup group when we went to Hawaii. So we all met up in Hawaii before we got on the cruise. That was fantastic.
Yeah,
there was about 30, 40 of us.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing
each
compared
time.
to you know, the amount of people on board. But no, these pre-cruise catch-ups are great.
And Veronica says that it's a good excuse for her first back-to-back cruise because she's doing the. I think I saw that she's doing the cruise down from Singapore after dry dock.
Yeah, I agree with the bag count though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think ours has given up on us now. So.
Yeah, ours is the same. It's just like, yeah, whatever. Patrick's like
some of the deals though for Carnival and on some of those longer cruises of sort of 9 days, you're looking at just over $100 a day. I mean, I just think it's incredible.
Yeah, they are still out
incredible
there. Some
value.
of the good deals are still out there.
We saw one. Deb, you found one the other day, and it was less than 100. It was the Brisbane to Singapore or Singapore back to Brisbane for Encounter next year, and it was under $100 per day.
Yeah, I've seen them for that. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, so
you just need to keep on top of it all and just keep checking, don't you?
Yeah,
definitely. Veronica says we're all famous in her world, and her fiance only talks about the Aussie cruise community in the videos. Thank you.
You guys are it's so sweet.
That's so cute.
Is anyone going to be on Encounter to Cairns after dry dock? No, I think we're on before that.
Yeah.
At this stage.
I'm going to put him out there. Jed from Good Ship Cruising's on that one.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
we're on just before that, I think. Like we're doing like
April 11th is my birthday.
It is your birthday.
Yeah.
Actually, my parents are you guys doing the one to Singapore?
No.
No.
Not
at this point.
Not at this point. It's on the considerations list.
Yeah.
I think somebody's saying, is that an inside cabin? Yeah, the prices I'm looking at are the absolute rock bottom. When I'm nearly $100 a day, but yeah,
it was only
I'd love a balcony every time, but yeah, I don't care in the end as long as I go away. To be honest,
you still get access to the exact same things as everybody else. You just don't have a balcony.
Yeah.
That's the way.
Sorry, you go, Al.
I was just going to say that's the way I look at it. We have got an inside cabin for a longer cruise, which Robert was. Did you catch that eye roll? Then I did the eye roll. Robert's one of those that's like, I won't fly anything but Qantas guy, you know. And
I'm with him on that one.
Well, I'm just like, if it means I stay at home or I go somewhere, EasyJet will do for me. You know, I'll that's
pushing it. That's pushing it.
He's like, no.
I have to say though, when we go to Japan again in October, we are going on Jetstar, so that'll be a bit of an experience.
I did Jetstar recently. And
He's
it's
just
just so
lowering.
many add-ons, like just the whole process of like, would you like this? Would you like to pay this to book your seat? Would you like to pay this to do this? And I'm just like, oh my God, in the end, it costs Qantas prices.
Yeah.
People have to watch
Yep.
for that. Yeah, Amy, yeah, you're right. I
Like
guess
we did. We'll cover
Again,
this.
justify the means.
We'll cover exactly this, like flying for a cruise, in an upcoming video that we're going to be doing. We just thought we'd take a bit of a break from all the cruise videos we're doing, and we're doing this Hawaii series, which you've seen dropping at the moment. And we're gonna, when we do our wrap up, we discuss like what it cost for us to fly and why we decided to fly Jetstar. And it's even the fare was just so much lower than a full fare, like the full service airlines. We were looking at around about a $500 difference per person to get to Hawaii from Brisbane, than flying one of the full service airlines by going with Jetstar. Like that's ultimately why we went. And even by the time we still added the entertainment pack and the comfort pack and the food, we still ended up $300 per person.
Yeah.
But like those low cost carriers, sometimes it can be worth it, right?
It actually wasn't that bad.
And all the extra baggage.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's, we've got quite a few comments there. Ryan says he'd love to meet you guys. The day we met Deb and Matt on the Trans-Pacific was a surprise, but we love the chat and hope to meet Rob and Ali one day, as your videos helped
so
us
good
so much.
meeting you guys that day.
Yes. we met Noni and Rowan at Circular Quay. We just happened to be kind of walking through, and we were filming.
We were leaving the ship. They were getting on the ship.
They were getting on, and we're just like, they're like, hey, aren't you? And we're like, yes, we are. Really lovely family. So,
all right. So it's nearly 7:30.
Yeah, we do.
I think we probably need to move into the next portion.
The next portion, which is our fantasy cruise line series. So we listened to a lot of your feedback last week. And we're going to split these episodes every week. So the first part of the episode will be general fun, talking about maybe the latest cruise news and everything else. And then we'll be walking through this cruise series, like what it would take to build it. What does a fantasy cruise line look like in Australia for the Australian market? So now this is an interactive series. I want to stress that out. We want your opinions. We will be looking at what your opinions are based on what's in the live chat, but we're also going to have weekly surveys. So this is a really a key aspect to that. And later in this live stream, and then in the live chat, and after the live stream ends, I'll update the description with a link. There will be a survey that we do every week, and we'll be asking for your information on particular topics. So we really we want this to be fun, but we keep hearing all these negative opinions about Australian cruise line cruise capacity is reducing. We keep hearing that cruise lines are ignoring Australia. Regional economies are struggling because cruise lines and cruise ships aren't visiting anymore. All these sort of things. So we want to hear from you. What does an Aussie cruise line look like? Like,
this is literally us just creating what we think would be the best cruise line in Australia. Yeah. So it's a bit of a fun act. You never know where it may go, but no, this is where we're actually drawing on every single one of you to give us your opinions.
Yeah.
And every week there's going to be different aspects of what a cruise looks like.
Yep.
So asking for your opinions. So roll on in, Matt.
Yeah. And so I guess let's add the screen here. So I'll just, as Sean's saying from Down Under Cruises, please guys don't forget to like this live stream as we're going along. But here we are. So this kind of first came about, Rob and Amy and myself, we have a little bit of a background messenger chat going, and we sit up until all times of the night, chatting. while we're editing, keeping each other motivated, and then having a couple of drinks. Rob's got
Al and I going to bed.
Al and Deb are occupied doing other things, and then the next morning,
I turn my phone on to focus mode sometimes. These two get really nerdy on me, and that's when I'm like, I'm going to sleep. So
No doubt.
Put do not disturb. I love it though.
Yeah, look, it is a lot of fun. And so basically, how's this series going to work? What we're going to do is we're going to continue doing our live streams. There'll be one or two key topics every week. We're going to have guest appearances and some deep dives. So we're going to get people in depending on what we're talking about now. It could be accessibility and inclusivity. It could be pricing. It could be general opinions about the market. We're going to get different speakers in, different guests in each week, or we will, amongst our group.
So we've got a band member with us now.
Sorry?
We've got a band member with us now for the
entertainment. We do. So we've got somebody that we can talk to regarding the entertainment side of things.
Yeah, but it might be cruise staff. It might be entertainment staff.
Could be all sorts.
It could be anything.
Yeah. So we will have guest staff, and each week we're going to be doing these weekly polls and surveys, and we will collate the data, and at the beginning of each episode each week, we will sort of report on what we captured the first week. Rob and I in particular will then work on feeding that data into some different models, and we'll kind of report back and go, oh, well, this is where things look like they're reporting. Now, at the end, we're going to have this end of series report where we're actually going to present to you a concept for an Australian cruise line. So it's kind of an exciting look. It's nerdy. It's a bit of fun, but we want you to all be involved.
And look, we have been asked on our page about, are we going to present this to the cruise lines? Not sure.
We might take it to Clive Palmer.
Well, look, Clive's All right, so let's dive in. So first up, what I want to do is just explain. Last week, we asked a few questions when we sort of teased this idea, and we have then looked at the live chat, and we've sort of run a bit of an analysis over it, and it's come up with some hot topics that were discussed last week in the live chat during the live stream. And those sort of 5 key things were itinerary and deployment desires, pricing inclusions of value, onboard experiences and entertainment, inclusivity, and cabin and ship features.
That's a lot.
It is a lot. It is a lot. There was a lot that came out of just a casual, hey, this is what we're going to do. So let's dive into it a little bit more. We've got the, in terms of itinerary deployments, there was a bit of discussion around hop on and hop off flexibility inspired by some of the European river cruising, and we discussed Villa V and people being able to hop on and hop off. There was an interest in Asia Pacific routes, and in the comments section in the live chat also, Japan and Singapore were mentioned as something different to the South Pacific. But viewers were also suggesting short regional cruises, the 3 to 7 days, and options for embarking at different ports. So, Amy, that you'll like that, because one of the highlights and one of the comments quite regularly was Melbourne and Adelaide, Fremantle, places like that.
Yeah.
And then there was some comments around sort of seasonal repositioning, so getting better regional coverage, and there was discussions around either Port Kembla, Melbourne, Great Barrier Reef. As I said, there was also Fremantle and Adelaide got mentioned in the comments, so seeing how you could position a cruise line around that. Pricing and inclusions of value. So there was a bit of a split sentiment on whether the cruise, like an Australian cruise line, would be something, or what people saw as most important of them in terms of an all-inclusive pricing model to simplify budgeting versus an opposition to bundling alcohol because non-drinkers don't want to subsidize drinkers. And then there was a request for the non-alcoholic beverages packages and soft drink packages to be included, but not the alcoholic. It's sort of an expansion on that. There was an idea that got some positive comments around the tiered onboard credit discounts, so preloading funds. So you might, 12 months out. I think the suggestion, Rob, you were in the live chat last week, and I think the suggestion was something along the lines of like, if you preloaded a year out, it might be like a 15%. If you preloaded six months out, it might be a 10% bonus. 3 months out, a 5% bonus. What do you think something like that, like from your opinion, do you think something like that could work?
I think nothing's off the table, to be honest with you, Matt. And that's the idea of the of getting the opinions. Because if people are bringing it up, then they're sort of got it in mind. Obviously, it needs to be factored into the pricing. But I would say nothing's off the table. That's the whole point of it being a fantasy cruise line, isn't it?
Yeah.
We just need to go and just check some comments on what people are saying and thinking.
Yep. So where are we? What do you want to? We've got a comment here. Let's just jump back for a sec. Oops. Rowan's saying Aussie theme, Aussie themed cruises such as street signs, Aussie landmarks, e.g. the Opera House, Uluru, etc. would be cool for theming.
Yeah,
Amy's
definitely
saying the 80s deck parties are awesome.
100%. We agree.
90s party too. I need to pull that Xena costume out again.
100%, Amy.
Yeah, you do, Amy. For the Oz Cruise Company, we've got theme cruises, 80s, 90s, jazz, country, comedy, rock, local entertainers. That's a really cool idea. And we're actually going to get into, in a couple of weeks' time, on the schedule is themes and entertainment, and we'll be surveying you a little bit more around that.
And I think the cruise lines literally need to listen to everybody about these theme cruises because they are so popular. Everybody loves them. So somebody needs to bring it on.
Yeah, that's what we're going to miss most about P&O when P&O sort of finished in March, and we've got a few of them booked, but they're obviously they're going down and down and down. We've got the 80s one in August.
They're not the same.
Well, read the next comment.
Yeah, I saw that one, and I was hoping that you'd read that one out.
Yeah, look, I think this I'm struggling with this. Carnival will be assessing the success of theme cruises at the end of the year to decide if they continue. Now, Rob and Al, you guys were on board with us for the cruise in at Easter. Just before that,
last P&O.
The just before that. Oh, sorry, no. Just before that, when we were on the first 80s cruise for Carnival, like we were on the Encounter cruise. We commented to you at the time, I think, that when we were on the Easter cruise, how much the 80s cruise had just dropped off. Like,
oh really?
And yeah, so we had a lot of negative. There was a lot of negative feedback.
After the transition,
After the transition, about
there was also some instigators there too.
Sorry.
There was also some instigators there too.
Yeah,
and look,
but it was a struggle. Like honestly, and we still enjoyed being on a cruise, and we'll do that. But in terms of the quality of the entertainment, the quality of the scheduling, what we found and we've commented on was, and we did in our videos, was the activities had dropped off, where every trivia session would be themed 80s or 90s or whatever the case may be. That just wasn't the case. I've actually spoken to so many people that
had booked these 80s cruises or 90s cruises, you know, in advance, knowing what P&O used to do, and then they've got on board and gone, oh, this is not what we thought it was going to be.
In saying that, I do think they've learned from it, because there was just an 80s cruise on the Adventure and people were raving about it. So I do think
that's cool.
Things have
We've got the
improved.
best band back again now, haven't we? We've got the best band back on for the 80s cruise.
Well,
Yes.
that's the thing. You've got the best band, and he's like, "Oh, are you going to be on in August?" And I'm like, "No." I'm like, I'm trying to think, like, how badly does my job need me right after their business? And I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think if I can pull it off. But considering I'm already flying out the day that the business opens, and I'm the manager, and I've got 14 staff under me, I think it'd be a stretch task for 2 weekends off in a row.
Probably.
Yeah.
So although Carnival have got a very, very strong brand, and you know, and they want to retain that brand, it's a little bit like, you know, like McDonald's. Obviously, it has a very, very strong brand the world over. However, in somewhere like Japan, they have to put rice. They have to put rice on the menu.
Where were you going with this?
They have to put rice on the menu, even though it's McDonald's and a brand. And I think that Carnival are going to then realize that they can still have their brand, and they are going to have to put some of these themed cruises. They're going to have to put the rice on the cruise. They're going to have to put the themed cruises and still retain their brand, because a lot of Aussies like the themed cruises.
I just want to say,
I think it's for the weekend cruises. You wouldn't want it for your holiday. I mean, nobody would want an 80s cruise or a country cruise. It's for a breakaway. It's the fantasy cruise of a breakaway, all in itself, of a bit of nonsense that you can get dressed up with your yee-haw boots and be a country girl for the weekend, or you can go and be a rock goddess or Xena, Amy. Do you know what I mean? You can just do your little bit of fantasy yourself over the weekend and have some fun.
That is a really good point. That's a really good point, because one of the things in the last couple of years, while we've gone on so many of the weekend cruises, because they've been themed. So we've had that variety. We've had the country, we've had the 90s, we've had the disco, and they've been themed, and it's a good way to get away. And we've spoken about this a few times about what we're going to do from next year, when all the weekend cruises are just getaway cruises. And it will be just like going back to the same hotel for every so often for the weekend. So you know, we love cruising. We'll still go cruising, but it will be different, and we may have to reassess how we plan our cruising from 2026, because we don't want to do that same number of weekend cruises without there being a differentiator.
And name the flag on every Carnival cruise. It's gonna get, and I wouldn't mind, but we've done it that many times and we still don't know. We still don't know our flag.
I just want to add to that though.
Yeah.
Carnival are listening. Some of the recent changes. So you guys were on Encounter, and you've noticed that, you know, Eggs Benedict is free now. Avocado on toast is free now. Changes we noticed. So there was quite a few changes kind of creeping in there. Yeah. So I do think Carnival are listening to the feedback. And as we said, we all kind of thought it was just kind of teething issues. And I really believe, even more so now, that that's what it is, because they are slowly correcting these things and improving. So hoping that means that they do keep up these theme cruises, because I've got costumes I want to wear again. I got to fly though.
Right. We've got a wardrobe full of all these costumes.
Yes, we do.
Well, the bag drop actually mentioned here as well. They just got off the Grinchmas theme cruise on Adventure, and they went all out with events and dinners, and it was a lot of fun. And I know, Rob and Al, you guys just got back from Grinchmas as well.
Yeah,
we did.
Stuff Mum's sending me, teasing me.
Yeah, I guess the thing with Grinchmas, I mean, it probably comes back to what Al was saying though, right? In terms of Carnival in Australia need to understand that theme cruises are kind of part, particularly the short getaway cruises, are part of Australian cruising culture. And it's actually, when you look at the Grinchmas cruise stuff, it's actually not that foreign to them. Yes, it's a different theme if they do 80s or 90s or whatever, but they do already do this, so it shouldn't be such a hard ask
And
for them to
Grinchmas
do
doesn't
more of those.
happen overseas. It's only Carnival Australia, so that's already a little bit different to what they do over there. So I do think they need to cater to the Aussies, and the demand is there for the theme cruises. So I think it would be smart of them to keep that up.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get back to your cruise line.
Yeah. All right. Let's jump back into the cruise line. So we'll just acknowledge Scotty's comment there. Country cruise sounded like a fun time, so that's why he chose it for his first cruise and birthday. Good
Very
idea.
cool.
Very cool. All right. So the next thing was the onboard. Just scraping through those comments from last week. There was a desire for a distinctly Aussie vibe on board. So local chefs, musicians, cultural ambassadors. Depending on like the local port or location we may have been going into or heading around. There was discussion around community podcasts and interactive cruise projects on an Australian type cruise, which was really interesting. There was mixed feelings, interestingly, around traditional features like dinner, the dinner time singing and dancing. Some thought it was great, some thought it was cringe.
It's so cringe.
Oh, we've all been part of that. Standing up and doing the chicken dance during dinner.
I'm probably more inclined to it if I've been to Bolero's first.
I'll get you up, Matt.
Amy, if you succeed, Noah and Deb will be very jealous. They haven't got me up yet either.
Well, I managed to get Deb participating in a dance-off that nobody's seen yet. I'm just saying, slip that in there.
Yes, getting there. It's coming.
I actually haven't seen any of the footage, and I'm actually really scared to watch it, to be honest.
So another thing that people were in the comments section last week was inclusivity. There was passionate call-outs for accessibility, thinking about disabled guests, or not even just disabled, but guests with mobility issues, so older guests potentially, and also fairer pricing models. And again, that probably that fairer pricing models, I guess, comes back to the comments that we saw earlier that I presented around the drinks packages, and people not necessarily non-drinkers not wanting to have an all-inclusive price that
so many questions about that.
It includes the alcohol, for example. So
and I think that one of the things that we picked up on this is that people were saying, can we include soft drink or coffees, teas part of your price? Alcohol separate, but for the people that don't drink alcohol and just want to pay for that, like, is there an inclusive price for just if you're on Royal, maybe your iced teas and your lemon and lime or whatever, or just having that as an inclusive thing.
I think the Princess model of the Princess Plus and the Princess Premier, and we want
there's
been some changes to that very, very recently, but that gives the customer the option, gives the option of choosing it at the outset. So I quite like that model, to be honest with you.
I think Princess has it.
About 20 years ago, or maybe more, one of the big things in the UK was European holidays that were all inclusive, and they were absolutely all inclusive. So everything was included. So it didn't matter whether you drank or not. You could either fill your boots until you fell over, or just not have any at all, and that included all your food and coffees and everything. So it was truly all inclusive. I did go on one ship. It was called a Topaz. I can't remember which company ran it. It's a proper ship, proper cruise ship. That was all inclusive. I went on that for Christmas. I don't know what happened to that ship. It was kind of an experimental one. And it was
a bit like this.
Must have been successful.
It was fabulous. It was fabulous. But the whole idea is that because if it's all completely all inclusive, then obviously some people, as I say, will fill their boots and others just won't have that much. And so it all just evens out in the end. Not everybody who drinks is going to have loads. And then, I'd be happy to go on it and not drink, because the price just evens out between you. Yes.
Maybe that's a co-pilot question, Matt. We'll take that one away and sort of.
Maybe.
We'll feed that in, mate, and maybe we look at a discount, like a discount model or something on the all-inclusive price. We've got Patrick asking, will there be a Halloween cruise?
Ooh.
And Dasa suggesting that Jess Malboy should be one of the entertainment options that we consider.
Maybe on like an Aussie cruise.
On one of the Aussie, on the Aussie cruise line. Could be a
Actually,
regular.
I saw something a couple of weeks ago, and I can't remember where it was now, but it was a murder mystery weekend cruise, and that looked really interesting. You know, like the murder mystery.
I'm in on that.
For I think 2 or 3 nights, something like that. I thought, yes, that would be good.
That would be good. Yeah, I'd like that.
Rowan makes a point here before I jump back into the last couple of slides about no tipping, just pay the workers properly, as Aussie culture doesn't need to tip. And look, I think, Rowan, yeah, that definitely would be something. I mean, as it is anyway with Australian laws, if and this is why, like Royal Caribbean, when they sell a cruise that operates out of Australia, they have to have the all-inclusive price because it includes all the gratuities. So if you do choose to tip, you're choosing to tip as opposed to, having to calculate in your head the 18%.
There are a few others as well that are doing that now, Matt. MSC have changed their model now, so they're including gratuities in their fare costs as well, not for Australia, but for
well, there were actually some changes in the US laws recently, I believe, like about 6 months or so ago, that actually mean that even in the US now that's having to happen. Is you guys have you did Japan last year? Last year? Was that this year?
Yeah, last year.
And how did you, like, what was the experience there with gratuities? Were they an add-on, or did you know in advance?
They were included on that one. That was MSC, and they were included on that price.
Okay.
Where did we pay? We have done one where we paid gratuities and prepaid them, and I can't remember which one that was.
Paid them, and then we give extra in the room.
But in terms of the gratuities that they had on,
it's just added onto the bill, wasn't it, at the end?
Yeah, I mean, we always just tip the people that we want to tip as well.
Yeah.
So that was the inclusivity anyway. So that more inclusive model there. Ship features, my favorite. Thank you everyone for agreeing with me. No shower curtains.
There's been lots of comments about this.
Where we can replace them with. It's coming out of my pocket. That's out of my. All right, so that's coming out of my
Don't
wage.
tell me you like them, Amy.
No, I can tolerate them though. I really don't care. I'm one of those people. I am so cruisy, like literally. I'm happy to be on the ship. Little things like that don't bother me at all.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm probably a little bit like you, Amy, on that. Like, I just deal with it, but this one just does not deal with it.
I hate fighting these damn bloody things.
I don't find a massive issue. Don't necessarily love them, but I don't find a massive issue.
Yeah, that's the thing. No. Yeah.
This one, nope.
I'm not going to not book a cruise because it's got shower curtains. As long as they don't look like the ones in the Grand Hotel, and then I'm not doing it.
That's a whole other episode.
If you haven't seen Amy's video, so over on the YouTube, her YouTube channel, Cruise Crazed Fam, go and check it out. Her review of the Grand Hotel in Sydney.
You will laugh your head off, if not vomit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oops.
Do you know, my mind, you see, I'm just the visions of why Matt has to fight with a shower curtain. It's like, how much movement can one person get in a shower? It's like,
that's where he does his dance in the shower.
Let's go like this now. That's what we do. We just do a bit of this.
You've seen what happens.
I have no words.
You've seen the condition when I've had to leave the blue room or the nightclub sometimes. So It just happens, right? That fight with the shower curtain just happens.
I think you have to stop doing the nut bush actually in the shower. You have to save that for the dance floor.
The YMCA.
That's hilarious.
Oh dear, good. Okay.
Alrighty. All right. Okay. Let's get back here. Focus. We've got to.
All right. So
guest laundry availability was another one, and
we need that. We're a family. We need that.
Yeah, 100%. That needs to be on all cruises.
Australian power outlets, which kind of seems obvious, being an Australian-based cruise line, and tech-forward features, so smart cabins, app integration, live tracking, some streaming, and onboard content hubs. So yeah, that's kind of where the.
All right. So, can I ask, as not being part of the instigators of this, it's all right. So, how is everyone? So, how are we doing this poll on what do people want?
Yep.
So, episode 1 that we're just doing tonight.
Mm-hmm.
How do people put their thoughts in on this first episode? Is what I kind of want to.
Okay, so that's Deb. That's actually a really great question. A great segue into the next slide. Let's bring it up. So, okay, maybe I'll bring it up. The main theme for week 1 is what defines, and what we're kind of diving into a little bit is what defines an unforgettable cruise for Australians. Is it relaxation time? Is it freedom to explore? Is it cultural connection? Quality time with loved ones?
All of the above.
Is it all the above? Yeah. So what we're doing, guys, and I'm going to share the link now in the live chat, and I will also put this in the description of this YouTube video at the end. I'll update the description to include it. In the comments section, there will be a pinned comment. We're going to run, as I said at the beginning of this live stream, a survey every week, and there will be four or five questions every week based on a specific sort of topic or theme. And what we will be doing, that will run from when the live stream finishes until Saturday midnight each week. And then what will happen is, between now and the next live stream, that when it finishes, Rob and I are going to sit down and look at a lot of this stuff and kind of bring things together. And then in the following episode, we'll present results and sort of move through. And over the next 12 weeks, we're going to build out this cruise line. So what's that, Rob? Sorry?
I was just thinking that's a bit dangerous, finishing at midnight on a Saturday night. That's just asking for us to sort of start looking at it until 2 o'clock in the morning.
You do anyway. Come on.
Exactly.
Come on, you two.
They're the reason I put my phone on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah, no.
Otherwise, I'd be up
part of
till 2 in
this.
the morning.
So are we going to literally just put, is it just this one question for the next week? I'm just trying to explain.
Yep. Okay,
Yep.
so no is the answer.
Okay.
So
I'm learning with you guys right now. That's why I'm asking the questions for you.
I'm going to bring up. Oops. So this is what the survey is going to look like each week. Or obviously different questions. And you can go through here and answer these questions. Some of them you can answer multiple times. So you can see here it says you may choose up to 2 responses. And so the first question this week is, what defines an unforgettable cruise for Australians? I could say freedom to explore and relaxation and downtime. I can click submit, and then we'll go through. So
it gives you the next question.
It'll give you the next question. Okay. So
I haven't seen this.
We will generally now some of the questions will be a free form question. So we might ask for describe a memory, something that in this first week we do that. We sort of say, what's something that is highly memorable. Describe a highly memorable moment to you or a highly memorable feature from a cruise. You know, we might ask you to describe in 3 words a particular topic, and we'll create word clouds and all these sorts of things. And next week we're going to present them back to you. So if we do just jump to this week, we'd see the primary question. There'll always be a primary question each week, and then there'll be supplementary questions. This week for week 1, what defines an unforgettable cruise for Australians? And then there's some supplementary questions. We also, just because of timing and how we want to bring all this together, we're also, we have the week 2 questions that are going live with this survey as well. And so the primary question for week 2 is, which group should feel most welcome on board, and where do you fit? So, you know, is it families, couples, retirees, solo or multi-generational, and do you see your current group changing in the next 5 to 10 years? Yeah, we want to know those sorts of questions.
Can I just ask, is there a portion
So what we will also be doing is, if there's additional feedback, we can scrape that from the comment section on the YouTube video.
Okay.
But yeah, and some weeks we will have like a free text field where they can put in like free text comments, and we will sort of run through that. I do want to point out though, like we're not taking this. This is fun.
Yes.
And we want this to be fun, right? But if we're going to make it fun, we want it to also be something that could potentially be sustainable. And there's,
never know.
you know, if we ever had the opportunity to pitch this, we don't want people to just go, oh yeah, well that would work today, but it's not going to work in 5 years. Which is why we're asking this question: couples, retirees, solo or multi-generational travelers. Like, are you going to shift categories in the next 5 years?
Yes.
Because if you're going to set a business up, you want the businesses to be sustainable, not just and work today, but work in 5 years and 10 years time.
But some of us are, you know, are going to shift from one to the other in the next 5 years.
Well, you know, I mean,
Robin Ellie.
Robin now. Hope, you know,
Solo.
Amy's maybe got about 15.
I was going to say though, Matt, that we are doing some work behind the scenes as well to try and sort of like get more involved with cruise lines as well. So all this stuff, like, yes, it's a fantasy and it's great to have all this information, but having all this information gives us a little bit of ammunition and gives us a little bit of backsight, if that's an actual word, that if we do get into a position where we are talking to some of these cruise lines, we've got something to back up and we've got some things to say to them. And that's sort of work going on in the background at the moment. It's early days to say too much about that yet, but it's also like a little bit of research, I guess, is what it is as well.
100%. All right. So I know we're at 8 o'clock. So do we need to just travel through some of these comments, or?
Yeah, let's just quickly. So guys, as I've put the link to the survey in the live stream, we would love if you can get on and do it. There's also the QR code on the screen now as well. So if you want to scan that or come back to it after the live stream, you can do that. Katrina says she's done the survey already.
Go you.
That's awesome. Thank you very much.
Comments, actually.
Burjo Media says hello. G'day, Burjo. Veronica says hello to Elira.
We all saw Elira jump on Amy's lap.
Yeah.
Hi, Elira.
Cruising Tea Ladies is saying thank you for the support. And also they asked their Kevin Stewart. Okay, we might have missed that. I'm going back up instead of down.
Yeah, he's going the wrong way.
I'm going the wrong way. Noni raises a point here about PowerPoints.
I 100% am on board with this one.
PowerPoints on both sides of the bed.
Yeah.
So we actually you've seen the USB charging hub that we take with us. It took me a little while, but I ended up being able to hunt down like a 3 meter USB 100 watt power cable so that we can finally have the hub on one side of the bed.
Yes, but on our fantasy cruise, they'd be on both sides.
Well, they would be.
Mm-hmm.
How good would that be?
Yep.
They do have them on Splendor now. They're
On Splendor,
$110.
I'm just saying, Matt, Splendor has them.
Hey, go Splendor.
You're probably
The
too
lamps on the
distracted.
side. Yeah.
You're probably too
Yes.
distracted. You didn't notice. So yeah, in the lamps, there's USB and USB-C.
Oh, they've
And
got
there's a
USB-C.
110-volt power point on the back of it as well, Amy. It's the US one, but if you've got something that's dual voltage, as a lot of things are these days, yeah. And they're on the
Very cool.
side of the bed. On the back of the lamp.
I don't recall that when we were on Splendor.
No,
You
I
wouldn't
don't
be
either.
Distracted by the decor.
Yeah. No, we found it by accident.
Yeah.
Ah,
Did you guys not watch my video? I pointed it out. If you had watched
not
my
before
videos,
we cruised
you
on
would know.
Splendor.
Probably probably why you vaguely remembered it.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean, that's how we found it by accident. We didn't know they were there. We watched your video and went, oh.
Yeah. I think that's probably
after you with the spade.
Remember it. Yeah.
Joe says we must include the nut bush.
True.
Oh, it's everywhere.
Rowan has a question for you, Amy. How many laundry services are there on Carnival ships on each deck with each of the cabins, or is it one on each side? How many machines would be in a room? That's what we don't get on RC. So the Carnival ships.
You do not get it on Luminosa either. Luminosa does not have it. That was transferred from Costa. That does not have it. On Splendor, they are on decks 2, 5, 7, and 9, if I can remember correctly. No, maybe not 5. 2, 7, and 9 they are on. And there's usually about 3 or 4. It's a bit different from laundry to laundry, but there's usually about 4 washing machines and dryers. And you just use your Sail and Sign card, swipe it. It charges $2.50 to that, or $3, something like that. And then you just press start and you start it. So there's more dryers than there is washing machines, because dryers take 45 minutes. The washing machines take a half hour. I know this because I've spent a lot of times in those laundries. And I'll tell you, on longer cruises, that is the place to be. It gets crazy busy in there and people are fighting for machines. So you better be there to pick up your stuff as soon as your load finishes, because otherwise you are going to cop it. But you guys would probably know a little bit more about Encounter and Adventure, because I haven't sailed on those ones, only Explorer, and they were only short cruises. So I never did
4 machines and 4 dryers every
deck.
Not every deck, but
it's every second deck usually. And then the in-between decks, they have ironing boards. So there's ironing rooms, not full laundry.
Okay, not on Encounter.
I'm pretty sure Adventure and Encounter are pretty much every deck have self-service laundries.
Yeah.
I've just read Rowan's question, and it sounded like he wants how many machines would be in a room. So it sounds like Rowan actually wants a washing machine and dryer in his own cabin.
I mean, that would be great. I would love that.
Call out the coffee machine and kettle.
Well, you got one.
How cool would that be? There's been lots of comments about kettles as well.
Speaking of shower curtains and things, and we'll get to kettles. I've got a segue here, but Nicola says the hug from the shower curtain is the only hug she gets these days.
Oh, that's so cute.
Can't take that away from her.
Joe says the shower curtains. Joe says that shower curtains are the least of his worries. He lives with one, but then offers a gentle hug to Nicola. And the cruising tea ladies say that shower curtains are not the problem for the tea ladies, but no kettles in the cabin to make tea.
I can imagine it would be.
And you know what? I spent a lot of time drinking tea. I had I made myself a cup of tea yesterday. It's been a long time since I had a cup of tea. And I'm like, I miss this. So I want to make sure I got.
Ladies, do you want your little biscuits in packets? I used to always love getting those.
Yes.
You guys are so English. No, Peter's got me onto teas too. We have a tea every night now.
It's nice. Yeah, it is. It is a nice drink to have at night. Yeah,
especially in winter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alrighty. Well,
there is so many comments on here, and I'm sorry that we haven't got to them all, but I do think we need to wrap up.
we
Can
do
I
indeed.
just, Deb, before you go, can I just tell you, because Robert told me today to get thinking about things for the fantasy cruise. And so this is my fantasy cruise item for today is a lazy river around the
Yes.
cruise. Have you ever been on a lazy river?
Oh, yes.
In your rubber ring? Yep.
Ah,
No,
I
we
don't know if they could work it with.
That's sort of
Yeah,
like,
I know, like lazy river with the drink, and you just go round. You just go round the
Don't know
edge
if
of
they
the ship
could
all the way
work
around.
it with the movement and also the weight, because I have a lot of trouble trying to work out even the swimming pools on a cruise ship. So I don't know if they could work that one, but it would be amazing.
yeah, they had to close the one down at Dreamworld. Was it Dreamworld or Movie World? It tipped over. I can't remember which one it was. But so imagine on a cruise ship.
Look, I mean,
Fantasy cruise.
That's true.
this is a fantasy cruise. At the end, I like the idea. I actually love the idea, to be honest. And if they can do roller coasters at sea, if they can do these, walk the plank things where you go. Like, have you seen the one on the Icon class ships where you kind of walk out and then the plank drops from under you and you like fly out over the side of the ship? Like, if they can do those sorts of things, we can work out doing a lazy rubber ring thing going around the top deck of the ship.
And my other one,
which is the issue,
my other one, which was so Aussie, is to have a whole deck, just a barefoot deck. So it'd just be barefoot, and we'd have all kind of like tropical, like grass and sand, and just all barefoot. I just thought would be awesome.
Oh, there is so many things coming.
Island.
Yeah.
It's a Coco at sea.
Yes, that sums it up. Coco at sea. All right.
Oh, so many things coming up.
So, guys, I'm just going to bring up on the screen one more time. Here is the QR code and link. As I said, I will put this in as a pinned comment on the live stream in just a few minutes when we do finish up for the day. But if not, scan it now on your screen, and please fill in the survey. We will close the survey off on Saturday so that it gives Rob and I some time to go through the data. And to everyone, thank you very much for joining us tonight, Amy and Rob and Al. And
sorry, Joshua's put a couple of questions on there. I just want to respond because I'm not in the chat actually. Joshua, yes, there is Lawn Bowls and the Encounter, and our next cruise, along with Deb and Matt, is the 80s cruise on the 30th of August.
Yep.
100%.
Sorry, guys.
I just want to add, because a few people missed the announcement, that I'll be putting all the information on my socials as well. So.
Yes, the big announcement that was at the beginning of the live stream. Yes. So for those that didn't get it, Amy, do you want to just quickly summarize it before we do?
Yep. So it is an unofficial content creators cruise. It was started as my birthday cruise, and then it became the unofficial content creators cruise. So I'm letting all of the individual content creators confirm their own attendance, and then I'll be sharing all of it. As once they confirm, I'll share it as well. But we will have a content creators meet and greet event, which you guys can all attend. So it's not technically a group cruise, it's just more we're all on this cruise, we're going to have this event for you, you're all welcome, as well as you're all welcome to my 43rd birthday party, which is going to be the most epic birthday party at sea ever, and it's going to be all glitz and glam. So start getting all your sparkles ready.
Perfect.
Excellent. All right, thank you very much. That's a great summary. It has been a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you to both of you for joining us this week. Rob, I look forward to continuing to work with you over the next few weeks as we develop up this fantasy cruise line with all of our wonderful viewers and fans and subscribers. Thank you to
it's a very happy place you've got here, Deb and Matt. It's a happy space that you've created, and some lovely people that you've got as kind of fans, followers, and it makes me feel happy. And we've all been on together.
I love you guys as well.
Great people that you've got following you. Yeah.
Thank you. And yeah, we love it. Obviously, we had Adrian here the other week as well, having some discussions. And we look forward to continuing to build this and having this, providing this platform for opportunity for all of us as Australian, cruise and travel content creators to be able to, meet and interact
and have a voice.
And have a voice.
Yeah. Even if it's in like fantasy land. Let's just do this.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you, everyone. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. If you're watching this as a replay, there will be some videos that come up on your screen. Rob and Al have a visitor with them now. Not
but no, jump on over to their page. Jump on over to Cruise Crazed Fam. Like and subscribe to them as well. We're all in this together.
As we always say,
10,000.
Yes, we want to get Rob and Ali to the 10,000. We're getting closer and closer
about
to
40 something.
Is that
40
it?
something to go.
So guys, please do that.
Please make sure you share Rob and Al's channel with all your friends and family. Rob and Al, what's the dog's name?
Oh, this is Ruby.
This is Ruby.
Ruby, and
Hi, Ruby.
She's getting a little bit angsty now because she's missing out. So yeah.
How cute.
Awesome. All right, guys, we will end the live stream there. Thank you very much for joining us. We will see you all next week. Good night.
Thank you. Bye, everyone. Bye.